Good everyone, I hope you're having an amazing day. Welcome to another episode of 10 p.m. University. As you know, this is a health week, so we're going to talk about health. So today's topic is again related to health. So what we're going to do, we're going to talk about the benefits of vitamin K. So, everyone talks about vitamin C, vitamin D, right? And most of them knows the benefit of consuming vitamin C and vitamin D, even vitamin A. But there's not much conversation or discussion around vitamin K, right? As a matter of fact, vitamin K is very essential for your body, but in spite of that, very few people talk about vitamin K. So what I'm going to talk today, I'm going to talk about what can lead to the deficiency of vitamin K, and who are the people who are mostly affected with vitamin K, and the food sources that are associated with vitamin K, right? So sounds good, right? So before I start this today's session, I just wanted to make a disclaimer. I'm not a physician, so please consult your specialist or a general practitioner or doctor, whatever, just to make sure that you get the right information, right? And before you embark on any of the journey associated with the vitamin K or, consuming vitamin K supplement or whatever, right? Please consult your doctor first, right? So my main purpose of this video is to educate, about the importance and significance of vitamin K, because there's a lot of research out there. So I gathered this information based on the research that's been done, right? Cool. Let's dive in. So vitamin K, right? Vitamin K, it's a fat-soluble vitamins, right? It's mostly found in your foods and dietary supplements, right? It's not the water-soluble like vitamin C, so it's a fat-soluble, right? And our body needs this because it actually helps in the protein synthesis, right? So the reason why it is important is that because it helps with blood coagulation and even controlling your calcium in bones, right? It's important for your bones and blood coagulation. That's one of the main functionality of vitamin K, with respect to synthesis of a protein, right? Cool. And now you might wonder, right? Why do we actually need vitamin K? Because it's not really very commonly talked topic, in the world. Even though it should be, but I tell you the reason why vitamin K is very essential. Now, if you don't have enough vitamin K, right, for whatever reason you are vitamin K deficient, right, you're gonna experience these issues in your body. One is excessive bleeding. People who suffer from a lot of bleeding, sometimes the nose bleeding, sometimes the bleeding from, whenever you get a cut or injury, right, you bleed excessively, right, and then you feel extremely tired all the time, right, and you get a little bit hit somewhere, you get bruises everywhere, you're highly prone to bruises. Right, these are the very, very, very common symptoms you can get when your body's have a vitamin K deficiency. Right, you might see blood in your urine, even if your stool turns darker. Even for a female, in a lot of bleeding. So the deficiency has a lot of impact in the body. Right, so you can see how critical it can. Excessive bleeding can lead to death. Right. So it's very important you take these things very seriously when it comes to the deficiency of vitamin K. These are the three, common issues which you will find. There are other issues, but I just wanted to focus on these three, right? So the bleeding, tiredness, and bruises, right, which can cause potential damage to your body and can even lead to death. So now you might wonder, normally vitamin K, people don't get very often vitamin K deficiency, but there are a certain kind of people who might experience a lot of vitamin K deficiency. I just want to talk about those, right? So people who have intestine disorder, right, for whatever reason, you have done a surgery, your intestine has been taken out, or whatever issues you have, right? So you will be highly prone to vitamin K deficiency, right? And then someone who suffers with cystic fibrosis is another person who can experience vitamin K deficiency in the body, right? So please check out what is the cystic fibrosis. I'm not going to cover in detail, right? So if you are someone more curious about it, please check out there are a lot of information. I'll put a link below in the description if you wanted to know more about it, right? It's good to know what it, and then if someone who's used a lot of anticoagulants, right? So that they can experience, vitamin K, like if someone is consuming the, blood thinning medication, right? So you need to consult doctor if you are using this medication, right, before you take vitamin K supplements. So it's always good to check with your practitioner why, why should I consume vitamin K, or what are the side effects if we're not consuming vitamin K, right? Because you might experience a different reaction to vitamin K compared to another person. There is a study done in UK that says an average adult should get 1 microgram of vitamin K for every kilogram of his weight, his or her weight, right? That's for an adult dosage. But you please check it out with your physician or whoever, right, or a doctor. So because they will give you the right information about vitamin K, and the measure and the right dosage you need in your body, because you should not be consuming something without consulting a doctor. It might cause harm, right, instead of having a positive effect. Okay, so I want to talk about the food sources where you can get vitamin K, right? Because if you're someone who don't want to take supplement, that's fine. So these are the common food sources where you get kale, right? If it's cooked form, and spinach, raw spinach you can eat in the form of salad. Broccoli, right? Everyone eats broccoli, right? It's pretty cool. And then the beef liver, and then the goose liver paste, right? You can get a pate in supermarkets depending upon which part of the country you're from. In New Zealand, you can get the beef pate, liver pate. You get it. I mean, if you're someone who don't like liver, is fine. There are other supplements as well. So please check out with your doctor what are the right supplements if you really need one at first place, right? I mean, I don't take any vitamin K supplements, so I get most of the stuff from food anyways, right? I eat all of this stuff either way. So yeah, and one more thing, that usually the newborn babies, right, it's often advisable, right, by doctors they should get vitamin K injection, because they are highly deficient in vitamin K. And the problem if they're not if for whatever reason, if your child is not not given vitamin K injection for whatever reason, please consult with your doctor, because the study shows it can cause excessive bleeding in kids, right, in infants, right, and it's very dangerous for them. So I'm not saying that you should go in and inject your child with vitamin K. I'm saying that please consult your doctor if your kid is not being given vitamin K. Please consult your doctor. They can give you best advice around this one, right? I'm not a doctor, but based on the studies out there, a lot of medical association, American Medical Association, England, NHS and other countries, they do recommend vitamin K injection for newborn babies, right? That's the study out there, based on the research is done and based on the studies done on different people, so different infants. I mean, so please check it out with your doctor, right? It's very important, right? Because don't take my word for it, because as I said, I'm not a doctor again. So and read about it, right? And there are a lot of information out there online. And it's always good to know what is good for your body, what's not good for your body, right? Before you consuming something by listening to someone. That's not a really good way to do it, right? Health is very important, because since this is a health week, right? You should we should appreciate our health, which is the greatest wealth, right? I mean, if you don't have health, right, it's like there was somewhere when I was young, right? I read somewhere that in our young age, we spend our health to make wealth. In our old age, we spend our wealth to make health, right? Which is funny, right? So we need to have a balance, right? I mean, so that we can have a healthy lifestyle and live longer without any illness. Because as I always say, that we don't have technology to live for 600 or 1,000 years. We don't have the genome, technology yet, that which help our cells to repair by itself, in a matter of seconds, or it's all looks cool in science fiction, but we don't have that yet. Maybe we will have that in 50, 60 years, or maybe we'll even have that in 10, 20 years. Depends on how fast the research is going, right? So yeah, till then, it's very important we look after ourselves, we look after our health, we look after the health of our loved ones. It's very important. We need to have a planet of people filled with healthy people, right? We don't want a planet where most of them are unhealthy, sick, and then making other people sick. I don't mean to be rude, but it's always good to have a planet filled with healthy people. At least we can try, right? It's all in our hand. The food we eat, the lifestyle we choose, the choices we make in life, that all has an impact on our health. Look, I'm not here to give you advice. I'm just saying, just to tell you, it's important. We all are grown-ups. I'm especially talking to grown-ups people, right? We have power to make our own choices in life. Choose whatever you want, as long as you think that's good for you. That's great. That's just fantastic. So yeah, so that's what I wanted to cover. I hope you find this today's session informative. So I try to bring more and more, as much as I can, so that we can talk about things which is not often talked about. It's very important to know, right? Everything's out there in the internet. So I'm just trying to, put everything together and show it to the world. That's all I'm doing. I'm doing my part to help everyone, right? All right. With that said, if you have Instagram or want to follow me, please do follow. I'm gonna add all this stuff there. And if you like to subscribe to my channel, please, you're welcome to subscribe anytime, right? So that being said, I hope you have a great Saturday. My apologies if you've been hearing noise here and there. It's a Saturday night, and people. You know what I mean, right? So yeah, so take care wherever you are, and greetings and adios from New Zealand.